This is Maple TA Lesson 12A Homework Question number 4. Suppose you have two six-sided dice where each side is equally likely to land face up when rolled. That last part is just making sure that you know that these aren't loaded dice, that it's not going to land more consistently on one side than the other. The next is, what is the probability that you will roll doubles? The first thing I want to do is find my sample space. Since I have two dice, I can get the roll 1, 1. I can get the roll 1, 2. I can get a roll 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 1 and 5, and 1 and 6. I could also get the roll 2 and 1, 3 and 1, 4 and 1, 5 and 1, and 6, and 1. Then I can fill this in knowing that I only go up to the very highest I can get is a 6 and a 6 on my six-sided dice. And if I were to fill this in 2 and 2, 2 and 3, 3, 2 and 4, 2 and 5, 2 and 6, and so on and so forth. This one would be 3 and 3. This one would be 4 and 4, and this one would be 5 and 5. I could continue filling this out, but I'm going to stop here and note that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ways of getting doubles. Out of all the different ways of rolling my 6 dice, which I could continue filling this in, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which tells me I have a sample space of 36 possibilities. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways of getting doubles. So to find this probability, I'm going to take the 6 and divide it by 36 to find the probability that I can roll a double here. And so I'm going to round to the nearest 2 decimal places, so 0.17. The next one, what is the probability that you will roll a sum of 8? So I'm going to look through here and find where I will get 8s. And these actually follow a nice pattern here. If I were to keep going, because I need to in this one, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. I'm going to come over here to, since you are not as bound by time, you could probably fill this out pretty fast. I'm just going to fill in a couple of these because you'll notice that as I fill this out, that it creates a nice pattern. This was the diagonal here. If I want a sum of 8, these right here all give me a sum of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I still have a sample space of 36. The characteristic I'm looking at is the sum of 8, and there's only 5 of those. So I can do 5 divided by 36 to find the probability of getting the sum of 8. So this is 0.14. The last is, are these empirical or theoretical probabilities? Did I actually roll the dice to find these probabilities here? No, this is the theoretical. I haven't done it yet, but I know that I have 6-sided dice and they're going to land equally on every single side, although in real life, there's a probability that maybe the dice is slightly skewed on a corner, and so it ends up falling more towards the number 4 every time. So this one is just theoretical. The empirical is what you actually have drawn your data from.